Way for the elegant elephant, way for the king and queen and the prince, I say." So everybody weighed, which is to say they bowed, and down the center of the room swept Pompous, very fat and gorgeous in his purple robes and jeweled crown, and Posy Pink, very stately and queen-like in her ermine cloak, and Prince Pompadore, very straight and handsome. In fact, they looked exactly as a good old-fashioned royal family should. But Kabumpo, who swayed along grandly after the prince, few royal families could boast of so royal and elegant an elephant. He was huge and gray. On his head he wore jeweled bands, and a jeweled court robe billowed out majestically as he walked. His little eyes twinkled merrily, and his big ears flapped so sociably that just to look at him put one in a good humor. Kabumpo was the only elephant in Pumperdink, or in any kingdom near Pumperdink, so no wonder he was a prime favorite at court. He had been given to the king at Pompa's christening by a friendly stranger, and since then had enjoyed every luxury and advantage. He was not only treated as a member of the royal family, but was always addressed as Sir by all of the palace servants. "He lends an air of elegance to our court," the king was fond of saying, and the elegant elephant he surely had become. Now, an elegant elephant at court might seem strange in a regular up-to-date country, but Pumperdink is not at all regular nor up-to-date. It is a cozy old-fashioned kingdom, way up in the northern part of the Gillikin country of Oz, old-fashioned enough to wear knee breeches and have a king, and cozy enough to still enjoy birthday parties and candy pulls. If Pompous the king was a bit proud, who could blame him? His queen was the loveliest, his son the most charming, and his elephant the most elegant and unusual for 20 kingdoms round about. And Pompous, for all his pride, had a very simple way of ruling. When the Pumperdinkians did right, they were rewarded. When they did wrong, they were dipped. In the very center of the courtyard there is a great stone well with a huge stone bucket. Into this Pumperdink well all offenders and lawbreakers were lowered. Its waters were dark blue, and as the color stuck to one for several days, the inhabitants of Pumperdink were careful to behave well, so that the chief dipper, who turned the wheel that raised and lowered the bucket, often had days at a time with nothing to do. This time he spent in writing poetry, and as Prince Pompadore took the place of honor at the head of the table, the chief dipper rose from his humble place at the foot, and with a moist flourish burst forth. "O Pompadore of Pumperdink, of all perfection you're the pink. Your praises now I utter. Your eyes are clear as apple sauce, your head the best I've come across, your heart is soft as butter." "Very good," said the king, and the chief dipper sat down, blushing with pride and confusion. Prince Pompadore bowed, and the rest of the party clapped tremendously. "Sounds like a dipper full of nonsense to me," wheezed Kabumpo, who stood directly back of Prince Pompadore's throne, leisurely consuming a bale of hay placed on the floor beside him. It may surprise you to know that all the animals in Oz can talk, but such is the case, and Pumperdink being in the fairy country of Oz, Kabumpo could talk as well as any man, and better than most. "Eyes like applesauce, heart of butter, ho ho ho, he he he." The elegant elephant laughed so hard he shook all over. Then, slyly reaching over the Prince Pumper's shoulder, he snatched his glass of pink lemonade and emptied it down his great throat, setting the tumbler back before the old fellow turned his head. "Did you call, sir?" asked Eejabo, hurrying over. He had mistaken Kabumpo's laugh for a command. "Yes, why did you not give His Excellency lemonade?" demanded the elegant elephant sternly. "I did. He must have drunk it, sir," stuttered Eejabo. "Drunk it?" cried the Prime Pumper.